We should now be live.
So, hello to everyone out there. Welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z3, Jigoku. I'm Ryu, this is Zero. When last we left off, we'd gone ahead and gone through the second part of the game. Mithril and the S.M.S are officially cooperating with each other now, and as a result of that, Asuma decided everyone needed to go through a bit of extra training so that we could all get along. Also, check the quarter and make sure what form it's in. Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't really matter.
No, but something to think about. So, in addition, we wound up having a major problem occur when everyone transferred into Jindai High, where we were. And Mecha Beasts wound up showing up once again here. Dr. Hell may be dead, but they're still fighting. And they took everyone at the school hostage. The Mazinger showed up and is weakened as Koji overused the photon energy in that last fight set during the Rebirth War. Can't use the Big Bang Punch anymore, which kind of sucks. But it'll get better. It'll get better eventually. And so, yeah. Hibiki unlocked a new weird move, and apparently the fact that his teacher was riding in the mech along with him as he was trying to rescue her triggered some sort of special thing in it. Which we're not really sure what it does. So, at this point here, we are now about to head off to the first route split of the game.
This is a flight pack, right?
Yes. So the thing about this route split... Yes, Mouse.
Is it literally doesn't matter.
Come back. Is that, yes, this route split does not matter. All it will do is adjust the story. We keep the same characters, regardless, we get them at the same points in time. It's just a simple matter of what would Hibiki do?
There, all that looks good, all upgrades look good. But
Yes,
first,
come in here.
D-Trader.
My cat has brought me a dart.
Happy
Oh, nice.
Ace Pilot.
Happy Ace Pilot. Congratulations, Master Koji. Not yet, AG. After all, something like this is just a point on the wayside for me. Till peace comes back, I'll keep on fighting. No matter if it's 100 ones I have to take down or 1,000, I'll be sure to crush anything in my path. I surely understand that wonderful fighting spirit of yours. It appears as if you have grown quite a bit when you were the head of the schools in Natami. Don't bring up things from that long ago. No. After all, you and I have believed I wanted to hear of your heroic exploits from that time at least once. Stop it! That's way in the past, okay? See.
Poor Koji.
Yes. Because he was...
The Boncho. A word that doesn't really have an English word.
No. Please don't be humble. By all means, go ahead and explain them. So you really want to hear it no matter what? You can really tell that the designer of the Mazinger was the same person who designed the Getter Robo, so...
Yeah, it's the same smile.
On second thought, I do believe I will have to decline.
And next is probably...
Happy Ace Pilot. Congratulations, Master Wata.
Alright.
You keep on praising me like that, I'm gonna blush. What are you saying, President? After all, is it not because of your efforts that everyone in Z who has become more famous?
Small problem there of continuity.
Yes, small continuity problem. We have not, in fact, formed Z-Blue yet. We don't even know what Z-Blue is. Who knows what that is? Yes. Thanks to the fact that you have become an ace, your abilities as a president have surely powered up as well. With this, we can all rest easily. So the thing is... AG is calling him president, like all of his staff members do, but it's all in katakana rather than being, kanji, so it's not quite the same thing. Oh, What's with that president thing that... Why are you calling me president? Oh, excuse me. Yeah. From what I had heard when walking around the towns at night, all salarymen eventually rank up into a president. I don't know quite what you're going on about. You should probably talk to Kinoshita about that. Thanks, Eiji. Why does it feel as if I have done something wrong here?
And probably one for Sayaka fighting Brocken.
So you are Miss Yumi Sayaka? Yeah. Oh, how brilliant you are! I can easily understand how passionate that Count Brocken was when dealing with you. Thanks? Thanks to the fact that you wanted running into Count Brocken, you were able to create 100 Z-chips. I will go ahead and add them to the troop's stock. Oh, Z-chips that were created from a beautiful girl sacrificing her own body to save her allies. How incredible this is! Please, don't say any more! And then just always, whenever you go into the D-trade or something happens.
Yes.
Well then. To create a space for Suzune-sensei, let's see. I've installed a subseat between the data analysis panels. When I'm piloting it, I should probably wear something that's easy to move in, right? And what do you mean by that? After all, in that position, if I was wearing a skirt, then... You do not need to worry about that. But whenever you enter the Genin, it will automatically generate combat clothing for you. Come to think of it, it seemed like Hibiki changed in the blink of an eye as well. Yes, that is something it has been outfitted with. You do not need to worry at all, Miss Suzune. Hey, everything will be handled by the Genin. Well, from here on out, both Hibiki and I will be in your care. Yes, I pray that this shall be a fruitful relationship. Well then, now today as well, it's time to sell! Received 100 Z-chips.
Just out of curiosity, where is sell?
Not here.
Not here. Okay.
You have to go back. You have to back out, and when you click into the D-trader at the start, the top option is go to buy, bottom option is sell.
There's something I was considering getting.
I'm certain I don't know.
That's what it was.
The gate jumper?
The gate jumper, I believe.
So, everything's okay here.
Yeah, let's get a gate jumper.
So you want to blow that much at this point?
I'll still have enough left over to purchase this when it unlocks.
Alright.
Question of who needs it is another matter.
Put it on the shuttle for now.
Yeah, especially since I've upgraded the shuttle.
I was going to say because the shuttle is on its own. So you have to remember that
movement is relative now.
Movement is based on the average of the two units.
Alright.
Off we go.
Do we go hiking or not?
We shall see. Macross Quarters Hangar. Well done, Mr. Hibiki. This simulator training is complete. The results were a hit rate of 72.3%. Not bad. There aren't many people at all who can produce results like this after having just recently started fighting. Thanks for praising me, but tell me what you really think. For example, how have I done compared to all of you? If you're talking about Alto, a week after joining the S.M.S, he was able to get a 98% clear rate on this grade simulator. Is that so? Well, just think of him as a genius, though. Oh, you can't really compare yourself to him. You just need to keep fighting in your own way, don't you? I'll keep training in the simulator some more. Alright. Wait, even if I say that though, we can't keep up with you here, so we'll just set it to auto mode. Let's see. But please remember to rest, Mr. Hibiki. After all, well, if you wind up staying in there too long, it'll have adverse effects on your health. Yeah. Later then. Once you clear 95%, we'll raise the level. Good luck! Have to do this. Hibiki? You're not going to call me by my last name? At school I'll still call you Kamishiro. But after all, we're partners who are going to be fighting through life and death together, aren't we? I figured it would be better to call you by your first name. Or would you prefer me to call you Knight? Do as you like. There's one other thing I want to ask you. Is that okay? What is it? Back when I was scanning through the occult forums, I saw something you'd written about anyone who survived a dimensional quake before. Were you talking about the accident your father and sister were involved in? I don't want to answer that. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna head back to the simulator here. If that's the case, then I'll go along. These are for a single person alone. If you want to know how to do the navigation for the Genin, just ask AG about it. Excuse me. Hibiki. Tokyo 2, Jindai High. So how's the target? Right now she's at softball club practice. Miss Sayaka's infiltrated it in order to get close to her. And Clanswork is their coach right now. I don't know what I should say. It looks like even Clan's gotten quite used to the high school life, huh? And what about Sosuke? Well, it's him after all. I bet he's probably guarding Chidori from somewhere else right now. If something happens, I'm certain if something does wind up happening, I'm certain he'll wind up causing a huge ruckus. And so will instantly now. Where are you going, Hibiki? I'm headed back to the quarter for simulation practice. Oh, you're doing way too much, man! You're just gonna wear yourself out before we launch! I mean, it's a good thing to be passionate about things. You gotta take a break once in a while, you know? But just rest every once in a while. After all, we can leave guarding the target to Sosuke, can't we? Let's go eat some ramen or something. Come to think of it, I heard that Nyan Nyan opened a branch in this town recently. Nyan Nyan? It's a famous Chinese chain from the Frontier Fleet. Their galactic ramen is incredible. Alright, that's decided. So while we're eating that, we could go ahead and talk about our next operation. But we're not heading off to play. It's a strategy meeting, remember? Alright. Come to think about taking a break, what are we going to do about the hiking this upcoming year? That school recreation trip that's coming up soon. I guess that's to be expected of a research city like this. Come to think of it, What and Shotaro are going to be heading there too, aren't they? If that's the case. Then we don't need to go. We can just leave guarding her to Sosuke and Shotaro and the others. While that's happening, we can stay here and protect the city. In other words, you just want to try and slack off here? I guess. I feel exactly the same. After all, I don't exactly enjoy running around mountains. Miss Suzune heard you saying that. I'm certain she'd be lecturing you. But even so... Oh. I mean, come on. At our age, who the hell want to go hiking? Right, Hibiki? Do we go hiking? Or do we not go hiking?
You went hiking, didn't you?
I think I went hiking. It's been quite a while. So it really doesn't matter. We get exactly the same stuff, it's just slightly different. Is there anyone there in chat who has any opinions as to whether we should go hiking or not?
You know, I feel like Kabiki would want to go hiking, given his hunting nature.
Yeah, I mean, he's used to wandering around the mountains. That's part of why I chose hiking.
It seems more appropriate for him.
Alright, so let's go hiking. No, I think I'm gonna go. That's unexpected. What's with it, Hibiki? You really that afraid of Miss Suzune? Just like you guys said, need to take a break every once in a while, right? We did say that, but... I can't picture you happily hiking in the middle of all that greenery. Sorry about that. That's how it is, Alto. After all, if Hibiki's going, then I'm certain we won't be able to come up with any good excuses for Miss Suzune. Hey. Alright. If he's going, then I guess we'll all go. Nothing we can do about this. But if we're going to be forced to go along, we have to at least make sure it's fun. I wonder about that. So long as he's there, I have a feeling things are going to be troublesome. Sosuke.
I don't think I even want to know what Sosuke Sagara would do to...
The Genin is forced out on its own.
I'll probably only be allowed to take...
8 teams.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You have everyone.
Sure. I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna go.
Alright. Go hiking!
Just ensure that there's nothing going on.
Some small bit of dialogue. Well then, so Mr. Hibiki is heading off to go... Mr. Hibiki and the others are heading off to go hiking. I wonder if that was the correct decision or not. As if I have the time to be... As if I would feel worried about something like that. Well then, it's time for sales! Sells a magnet coating and a propellant tank.
Propellant tanks don't fully refill energy anymore?
Nope, but 250.
I mean, that is pretty much full.
For almost everything. April 27th. New United Calendar. Hiking! Listen to the pretty birds chirping. Ah, it's Kochi and the others! Hey, Wada. Hey, Shotaro. Looks like you brought your girlfriends along, huh? It's nice to meet. There's some people I haven't met before either. I'm Wada's classmate Kaoru. I'm Shikishima Maki. Makiko. Just call me Maki. So your dad's that Professor Shikishima, huh? Yeah. Oh, so I guess that means you're the one who gets along so... I guess that means you're Shotaro's. Come on, dictionary. What have you got to say? I guess that means he gets along pretty well with your father. That's not quite right. Think that even elementary school brats like this have girlfriends now? Boss, what are we gonna do? After all, rather than trying to take over all of Japan, we should try and enjoy our youth here, shouldn't we?
Oh, boss.
It looks like you guys are all the same as always. Huh, Saji. Aren't you Saji Crossroad? It's been a while. Is that guy an acquaintance of yours? His name's Saji Crossroad. He's someone who fought with us back when we were part of Zexus. Is he also a part of our defensive plan, then? Not at all. After all, Sachi just got wrapped up in everything, and that's the only reason he was fighting with us. And besides, right now he's just trying to take care of his own dreams. Dreams? But why on earth are you here? And what's happening with Luis? Weren't you supposed to be studying space engineering? I'll answer those in order. After the Rebirth War ended, I wound up studying back at Ashford Academy. After that, I wound up transferring off to Anaheim's Engineering College in order to get some more practical experience. Anaheim. Is it that Anaheim Electronics Company? That's right. The main school's out in space. But right now we're here. Me and some of my friends are here in Tokyo too for some exchange studies. In addition, Louise has gone up to Tokyo to be healed. Is she still not doing well? She's a lot better than she was before. But every so often she does still have some pain from it. Are these people some of your friends, Saji? They're friends from back before I went to Anaheim. I'll introduce you to you, Koji. These are some of my classmates from Anaheim. Although, I'm quite a bit older than the rest of them. I'm Takayure. Nice to meet ya. I'm Mikot Birch. A student at Anaheim Engineering, just like Saji. I'm Vanager Lynx. Oh, come on, Vanager. Be more positive, will you? I'm sorry. You're not feeling good, kid? Vanager and the others came down here from the Industrial 7 colony for a short-term study on Earth. It looks like they aren't totally used to natural gravity yet. But the pure green of all this nature is incredible, isn't it? I'm happy we came out here. So is that how it is? Everyone in our class is saying we should have gone off to Fumo Land.
Oh dear, with
Fumo?
should be fully charged.
It's not functioning correctly, however.
It did switch to next.
So what's with that Fumo Land thing? It's an amusement park that's located in Tokyo too. Its mascot Bontakun is currently having a huge boom in popularity. We ought to go there while we're still here, right, Vanager? Sure. Kabuto? Have you seen Sakura anywhere around? No, he's not over here. That guy, has he done something again? Yeah. Oh dear. What have you done, Sosuke? Sosuke Sakura, please report to the principal's office. Yeah, he was hiding in the bushes a bit earlier and jumped out scaring a bunch of elementary school kids. When I wound up warning him about that, he said that enemies might have snuck in here or something and jumped right back into the bushes! Karashiro, what the hell are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be watching out for him? You're saying this is my fault again? And where's Sosuke now? Because Kana was so upset, Sakura said he was going to go check out the route ahead, and left on his own. But if we leave him alone, things are only gonna get worse here! How's it, Chidori? Have you found Sakura yet? Doesn't look like he's over here. What's wrong, Miss Kagurazuka? Or something like that. I think it's Kagurazuka. Pretty sure that's Kagurazaka. Kagurazaka. Teacher, Kagurazaka. Perfect. So, what a pain this is. I know we can't afford to leave him alone. But I can't drag the entire class into this. Alright then, I'll take responsibility and go look for Sakura. That's too dangerous, Miss Suzune! I'll be fine, Chidori. After all, I have some people here I can ask for help, can't I? That's how it is. Why don't you boys help me too? I don't really care, but... Kamishiro? Oh, where is... Mitsubiki, he already ran off somewhere else. That guy, is he trying to run away from this problem? I'm sorry, Shotaro. Dragging you guys into our stuff. No, please don't worry about it. After all, Shotaro's a member of the ICPO. Oh, dealing with criminals and the like is his job. So you're treating Sakura like a criminal then? Oh, I saw about that on the news. You're the guy who uses that Testage 28 thing, right? Yeah. But wait a minute. If Kabuto and Sao Tome know are friends of yours, does that mean they're... that's... Alright, I don't need to hear anything else. After all, people have lots of different paths, don't they? Hey, right now, I don't need to doubt you at all. Don't tell me. Does she think that we're criminals who Shotaro had caught in the past? Well, I guess that's a bit better than letting our identities be found out by her. But you seem to be quite a nice person, don't you, Miss Kaname? After all. Oh, you're helping us chase down Sosuke, aren't you? Even if I may look like this, I am the class representative. And also... And also? It's nothing. More importantly, once we find Kamishiro who ran away from his observing job, Sakura, we'll have to lecture them harshly. That will be a problem. Ah! What's wrong, Chidori? Shouting like that suddenly. Oh, Sasuke. Who the hell wouldn't be shocked if someone jumped out of the bushes wearing something like that? This is a specialized ghillie suit. An indispensable piece of equipment meant for such warfare. Sakura, I understand how passionate you are, but don't you need to rendezvous with everyone else here? No, I haven't finished my mission yet. I shall continue the operation from here on out. But we're telling you, you're causing problems for everyone. No matter what you may say, this is my mission. Kabuto, Saotome, hurry up and capture him! Yeah. Don't think badly of us, Sosuke. That won't happen. He's fast! Suddenly changed off. Ominous music as Sosuke is running away. Damn it. Gotta track him down! He's equipped with special gear to deal with this. This Ridhe's gonna get away! Shotaro! Oh, just shoot him with your Rico gun! But that's... At a time like this, finally we got Shibiki! That bastard! What the hell is he thinking at a time like this? I need to slip past the pursuers and quickly finish my mission. Sasuke disappeared? Everyone, look up! Hey, look! Sasuke's dangling from one of the trees! It's a Native American style trap. Kamishiro? That trap. You saying you set that? So long as you can predict where Sasuke's going to be, preparing something like this isn't that hard. But how are you able to do something like that in this short of a time? That isn't the only trap I'd set. Let's see. I've also set a number of snares and... pitfalls across the mountain. You were able to do all that without Sosuke noticing? You're pretty incredible, you know? It's not that impressive. Leaving aside your means, well done, Kamishiro! After all, I'm totally fed up of your getting angry with me for not dealing with Sosuke. Yeah, well said! Well, now that we've carried out our objective, we need to let Sakura down and rendezvous with everyone else. Sune, you're bleeding. Looks like I scratched my arm somewhere. Let's see. Has anyone got a bandage or something? Let's see. Just rummages around. Take this. If you apply it to the wound, it should stop bleeding. Is that a leaf? It's a yarrow leaf. It's a yarrow leaf. They've got They've got styptics in them. I think that's the word for it. Something that stops the flow of blood. If you're able to stop the flow of blood, this is the most effective. You know a lot of weird stuff, don't you, Mr. Hibiki? Not just traps. But also knowledge about herbs and the like. Oh, incredible! I've revised my opinion of you. Even though you seem so cool, you seem all cool and collected, you're pretty good at this outdoor stuff, huh? Thanks, Kamishiro. No. What was that noise? Sounds like one of my other traps went off. Are you saying that someone you out hiking got caught in one of your traps? That's... Ah, damn it! What the hell is this? A French member? What's a weirder like that doing in a place like this? They're the ones who got caught in Hibiki's traps? Ah! What's happening? What the hell's a trap like this doing out here? Whoa, there's a lot of them. Kaneda Shotaro! Since it's come to this, we'll take out at least one of your friends! Me? Chari! Ah! Sakura? Are you unharmed? That's way too crazy! What the hell were you thinking using a knife to cut the rope and dropping out of that trap? But this was the fastest way to... Sakura? Everyone, please hurry up and evacuate! The Purge members are bringing out their robots! Kamishiro. I know. Chapter 5. Unknown menace. Hello, brunch robos. Kaneda Shotaro! We'll steal that remote control from you and be able to control Tetsujin on our own! All units, advance! Corner them! Where'd that robot come from? Is there any problem, Sensei? Sensei? Don't look this way! What's with that outfit? As if I know! Oh, when I got in here, it suddenly put this on me! Are you serious? We can talk about it later. In order to protect everyone else from the school, we need to hold these guys off here. If possible, we need to make sure they don't get past that line. You ready, Sensei? No! What? Remember, from here on out, we're partners who are going to be fighting life and death together, through life and death together. Rather than calling me Sensei, you should call me by name. But no buts about it. Understood. Suzune. Fine. Let's go, Hibiki. Destroy all enemies.
Pass the line.
Don't let anyone out past the line. No, just don't let them escape the map. The SR point is don't let them reach the line. There's still a bit of stage to go. So I would save here. Just in case we have another incident like last time.
Ah yes, as a note,
I went back and redid this last stage yesterday. She has...
Lock on and trust.
No. She has the lock on for others.
Oh.
And trust. Can't you give any unit. So, movement. Remember that part of this is you're trying to block their movement. So, I would say get somewhere right in front of that one brunch robot for using the Excel Glaive. I mean, you could save it further back, but... Also, the Genin has a new attack, the Stormbringer. Hibiki? Enemies are coming! Calm down, Miss Suzune. But... I'll probably be using Sensei and Miss interchangeably here, since just Suzune Sensei just sounds wrong, but... Teacher on its own also sounds equally wrong, so whenever it's just Sensei, I'll just use Sensei. Probably call her Miss when it's together, because it just doesn't sound quite right. If you're afraid, then just go ahead and stand back. I can handle this on my own. You don't need to push yourself. After all, there are some people who shouldn't fight. I'm sorry, Hibiki. I wasn't prepared enough. But I might wind up pulling you down from time to time, but I won't run away. Understood. If that's the case, then I'll definitely protect you. So Blade.
Still exactly the same.
Suzune might chime in with something from time to time, but it's basically gonna be the same. After a while, you should get some reinforcements. Looks like in this instance, he would have been a good person to give the Dimensional Energy Charger to.
Yeah. Good have at least a few reinforcements here. There we go.
There's the quarter and your 8 teams.
And just see if there's anything. Nope.
So be sure to think well about where you want to put everyone.
You both can fly, so you're fine. Every team can fly.
You have one that can't.
This is the only team that can't fly.
Yeah.
Every other team can fly, though.
So you might want to set them where the Mazinger is. So think carefully about who you want up top and down at the bottom in order to block the enemy's paths.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Oh, yeah, you gave Boss Bower a flight module, right?
Yes.
Quarters here? It'll be fine now, Miss Hibiki. Mr. Hibiki? Miss Suzune? Yeah. Something seems off about Suzune. I'm not quite sure what it is. Your face looks a bit odd. I don't know. You've got time to be yammering on like that. Quit yammering on like that. That woman like snipers. Joke that does not work. We'll change your name to the Sunanpas rather than snipers.
Sunaipa, Sunanpa.
No, Sunaipa and Nampa. Nampa is to hit on people.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
So yeah, I cannot think of a pun for that at this point in time. That actually doesn't sound half bad, does it? Leave the talking for there for now. We've got to protect everyone. Robot Mafia goons, I won't let you lay a single finger on Kaworu. It's just like the kids say. Skull Leader to all units. Destroy the Robot Mafia! Prince members. You're targeting me, I'll gladly take you on!
Same thing.
Yep.
But now one additional can't die.
So note that yes, you have stuff up at the top. Should have swapped to, what's his name there? Kurtz. That's Kurt's post-movement sniper rifle.
I know.
Really neat. Want to accelerate?
Yeah.
May as well accelerate him.
I actually able to get
Beam attack. Do 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 do. You're probably going to want to have the other unit in front. Because
it's that I kind of want to see if resupply does what I think it does or not.
Alright, if you're gonna do that.
I'm going to do it to the corner, the one who, you know. Oh, because he had jumper.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Learn it will. Yes,
Oh, it actually
did.
does! This thing's broken now!
It's very, very weak in combat, though.
I'm willing to accept weakened combat for that.
For will buff on replenishing energy. Yeah.
It's not just a we don't lose energy anymore, it's you actually gain it, will.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I was fully expecting it to be the other way.
Be sure to swap on me.
I was gonna say, to get some music. At least. There's one going down there.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep using
Excel Glaive. Until you run out of energy. But it won't matter if you run out of energy. Rust Fire. And Z Cutter. Versus the Brunch Robo attacks.
Sure, let's actually see these things. They're so stout.
Fire missiles! They're very round. They're very large and very round. Cool. That looks very much like the double spacer attack. Regret your actions in the next life! Wee. Oh. It's so stupid.
That's... yeah,
What's wrong? Is that all you've got?
That's actually pathetic.
It's just the Mazinger would lose in a battle of straight-up power. Because it's got a very small range.
It's still rank 1, but...
I believe so. Nope, 1 to 2 it looks like. Do you solid Punisher, or are you going to go?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do solid Punisher for this one. This, however...
It's set to Excel Glaive.
Ah, I can't do that yet. And also...
yes, you do not have a high enough level to activate the Storm Ranger. Sony has leveled up to 2!
wow.
Captain! An unknown group of enemies are approaching the combat area! Unknown group of units, not enemies. Reinforcements for the robot mafia? It's currently unknown. Yep. Let's see. The one who uses the sun has been discovered. Commencing attack. Gah! Are you okay, Tetsujin? What the? They suddenly started attacking us! Looks like they're allies of the robot mafia. But those robots over there and those flying saucer things are totally different than the Brunch Robos, aren't they? So does that mean... so, that's completely different than anything we see on Earth. Do you mean that they're aliens? Even if they aren't, if we leave things alone, everyone will be in danger. Huh. They suddenly started attacking us. Captain, there's another ship rapidly approaching the area. It's part of the Federation military. Are you safe, everyone? That blue machine. Is that Kamille? Captain Otto. Oh, we've connected to the Macross Quarter. Well then, Captain. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Ahem. This is Captain Automitus, yes, of the Earth Federation Military Special Independent Unit Londo Bell and the Nail Argama. We've confirmed that you are currently in the middle of a fight with unknown forces. We shall proceed to back you up. This is Captain of the Macross Quarter, Jeffrey Wilder. Thank you for your assistance. What? What's with it? That guy over there doesn't seem like you can depend on him very much, does he? But even so, if you're talking about Londo Bell, they're one of the most famous elite squadrons of the Federation military. They aren't people we can write off so easily here. Va, you go back up that blue robot there. Yes. I'm Va Yuri, and this is the Methus. We're here to provide support. Thank you very much.
Scout leader to all units. I can leave confirming what the unknowns are for later. We can't let either the robot mafia or those unknowns get past us. Cooperate with Londo Bell and crush the enemy.
Annihilate all enemies.
Okay.
So,
First things first.
the Nail Argama.
Ace bonus.
The most famous perhaps the most famous battleship in all of Gundam.
Possibly only surpassed by the Rock Hylum.
Things Rock Hylum only shows up in, you know...
No, it's in...
It shows up in Unicorn, but not as any important role. The Nail Argama, though, is in the battleship for...
Zeta,
Double Zeta, and Unicorn. It plays this role of main ship.
And it's clearly not the white base.
Yeah. So, Automitus. Command Aura level 1. Prevail level 2. Will up on destruction by any ally. His Spirit Command, wow. That's one that lowers an enemy's will. All allies in his command area take 10% less damage.
Okay.
She has Lock On. The hero has Scan.
Not that that matters.
It has an A in Sky and Space, B in Land, C in Water.
Not terrible.
Has 2 attacks. Anti-aircraft guns, which decrease accuracy and are post-movement, and main megaparticle cannon.
Okay, does it get anything else?
Yes, it will get a map attack.
I figured as much.
That's all.
So not absolutely awful.
But not good. So, over here we have
The Mark II.
we have Lieutenant Emma in the Gundam Mark II. Support attack level 1, will up on destruction, prevail level 4, and focus. Sword equipped, shield equipped. Comes with the shield launcher, beam saber, beam rifle support attack, and long rifle hit all attack. In addition, we have Cats in a Jegan. Hi, Cats. Thankfully, you do not die horribly here. Unlike in series. He has Newtype level 2. Will up based on turns, and will up on hit.
I don't have to deal with Hathaway yet, right?
No, you will not get Hathaway for a while.
Okay.
And he has 1 Spirit Command. Luck!
I was just making sure that the one remaining character was not Hathaway.
No,
It's Riddhe, isn't it?
it's Riddhe. So yes, Jegans. A in Land, B in Sky, B in Sea. B in Sea? That's surprising. Land use only. It has Vulcans, Beam Saber, Beam Rifle.
Not terrible.
And then we have our remaining pair here. We have Kamille and a Rizal. Mobile Armor Mode. Newtype level 3, counter level 5, will up on Dodge. Focus plus. Plus 20% damage on counterattacks, plus 20% crit.
Same as usual.
Has a Beam Cannon and Beam Rifle.
That's pretty crap, only in this mode.
Then we have Riddhe Marcenas. Plus 10 starting will up on evasion, and support attack level 1. For anyone who has actually watched Unicorn, yes, it is very disappointing that in this game he does not come with Newtype.
However, one of the DLC gives an explanation for it.
Yes, one of the DLCs explains it, as Amuro talks about the fact that, yeah, he definitely has the capabilities of a new type, but he's still stuck in the mindset of an old type. So,
Newtype.
he refuses to accept his powers. He has
And
accelerated his Spirit Command.
The Delta Plus will be stolen from him as soon as it's obtained.
Yep. And just quickly here,
Not able to fly like that, but...
Vulcans, Beam Saber, Beam Rifle, Mega Beam Launcher.
I mean, it's not great, but... At least it isn't a...
Do what you like.
Do you get a...
A...
I don't even remember what they're called. Regis.
Yes.
Oh, God.
That is what Amuro comes with.
Is it as bad as the regular Regis? Is it non-transformable?
Yes and no.
You know what I mean. The back weapon system.
Yes.
Oh,
The back weapon system functions as a purge system,
Yeah, the same as usual.
but it's far stronger than when it doesn't have the back weapon system. It's Riddhe! They're coming at us! I'll leave the timing to you, Kamille. Well, let's see. After all, you've got far more experience both in combat and with transforming mobile suits. Well then, with our 2 Rizals here, this is a special chance I've been given. I Can't afford to let it go.
Rizel.
They look... They're decent transforming suits.
The Delta Plus is better, but
Yeah.
for mass production, this is far better than most.
But it's not mass-produced.
It still counts as a mass production type.
It's an Ace-exclusive type, which is the reason that even Londo Bell only has a few of them. Just like the Jest does. I heard a word somewhere? What's wrong, Kamille? No, it's nothing. That feeling from before. Is that Captain Amuro? No. It was a more unusual image. Is there someone I can feel in this area?
Yep.
Yep.
The banana. As he is questionably or affectionately referred to.
Or the Macross Cannon?
Yeah, this one has better. This form has better all attacks.
Oh hey, it's support attack from the shuttle.
Yep. Not that support attack will occur. I think. I don't know, it might.
Sadly, I don't think so, because the main target is going to be annihilated here. Enemies are approaching! Hurry up and get rid of them! Prepare to fire the Macross Cannon!
This time, it actually is a question of whether you want it to be in this mode. Or Batroid mode.
Is it called Batroid mode for it?
I don't know. It's humanoid mode. At least.
It's described as strengthened mode. Like, strong attack mode. I got one of them.
Yep, main target was destroyed, therefore.
How far are you going to push is the question, because you still have none of enemies to deal with that can breach the line. Take care of all the things that are closest to the line first, and notice there is one up above you still.
Yeah.
You can click on it and see how far it'll go, but yeah.
Oh, nice. So that one can breach the line.
That one can easily breach the line. That one cannot quite. You're gonna want someone to deal with it. I would have the Mazinger deal with that lone one.
Yeah, that is my plan.
Rocket Punch. Just tackle it.
Just tackle it.
But we aren't going to get to see that.
Probably not.
Because Sayaka.
Even Sayaka could be able to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Goodbye, Brunch Robo. And the missile launcher. And the Gurnspec.
This missile launcher is the sole reason why I've upgraded her. I have not upgraded Kurtz at all.
Okay.
Because Kurtz is highly
One more.
okay.
Don't do that yet. Because you are one away.
There's only one problem, of course. That is a...
That's a single target.
yeah.
But you do still have Father to help some. Speaking of, Chekva.
Okay.
She has Support Defense level 3, Newtype level 1, Repair Skill, Vigor. It has the Arm Beam Gun.
There's no reason to ever have her have support mode. Except to attack. No, except to repair.
I was gonna say you might want to try and move him in front a bit. Liberally. Just directly in the way there.
I was trying to.
So
The
that
controller
can't-
is ever so slightly screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, no dialogue.
No, not yet, because they're just random goons.
Still slightly surprised.
Rider Saber? You'll at least get one of them.
Predator Saber seems like a decent option.
Well, so long as you don't move the clan, I don't think he'll be able to. Or if you have clan, take him out.
Yeah, I was planning on having a plan. out. Although really...
Laser pulse gun. Yeah, it will be Luca doing the actual kill, but...
Get your ghosts out.
But well done, Luca.
Luca is a highly good support design.
And he's got jamming, too.
Terrible on his own, but...
My crunch robo is... Ah! Goodbye.
pretty darn good as a tag.
Are you going to let the shuttle get a kill?
Maybe.
Or, wait a minute. Oh, it does have a post-movement attack. How splendid! Fire the missiles!
It's debatable whether I want to do that or not, though.
Because part of the problem is the shuttle is a very bad target.
And also, I could raise someone's will instead.
Does anyone actively need it, though?
Somewhat.
You could, but you can't. Because he's still at full. Thanks to the fact he's got Canaria with him.
That means all I need to do is this.
No, the gun pod won't shoot the running energy. Use the MD beam
Ammo.
cannon. Oh, sure. Yeah, that does work. Right.
I just have to intentionally avoid using Canaria's attack.
Yes, here's an important thing. You have to choose
Yeah, I
for the
noticed
refill.
that.
You cannot resupply multiple people at once, sadly. One wheel shy.
And that is why I was doing that, because frankly that's just so much better.
Your choice.
Let's go with this set. I know this attack's overkill, but whatever. I can restore the energy.
Time for Stupid Outfits, Part 1.
Let's do that just to help math us a little. Stupid Outfits Part 1? What's Part 2? The Evas?
I mean, there are plenty, but this is bad outfits for characters here, as we'll see.
The funk suits are okay-ish.
Not really.
As I said, okay-ish. They're slightly better than this.
Bad
from
idea
my
for a
memory.
pilot suit. Yeah.
Yeah. The plug suits are better.
A skirt and
Whatever that is.
a very large chest window. Just why? Who knows? Fan service is the real reason, of course, but... Dynamic kill. I love the fact that it just kind of obliterates the enemy. And they both went down from that.
Yep.
I'll say I wasn't expecting that.
You weren't expecting them both to go down?
Oh, right. Those were the super low HP ones.
Yeah.
Right. So, Sasuke and Alto seem to be doing quite well.
Well, yeah, they're both upgraded.
Very powerful. Nope, sadly I do not have Accelerate on either.
It was worth checking.
No, there's nothing you could do anyways.
I'm pretty sure nothing to get through.
But it will be a close run thing. Accelerate.
Go ahead and Cellblade. Cellblade is great at weakening things.
The enemy's running.
I noticed. Keep using Cellblade. I'll restore your energy next turn.
Rocket Punch. Or photon energy beam.
Sure, I can burn a photon energy beam.
Show off
I
the
haven't
photon
shown this
energy
off.
beam.
I've
Yep.
used it, but that was going through the previous stage again.
Here we go. You don't really care about what the brunch robots do. Alright, got plenty of energy here. Photon energy beam! Notice it's glittering around the joints now. Like it's overflowing.
Yeah.
He overused the Mazimo's power a little bit. Looks like I got a bit carried away there.
One kill. Full tension.
Oops. Michelle's currently covering for you.
No need to cover for me, Michelle.
Check the attacks. Is the beam the stronger one? Yes, beam is stronger.
Why would Michelle need to cover for him?
Because they're just some weak little salarymen. We'll show you the gap in our strengths!
Yeah, that's slightly more damage than expected.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a super... We'll show you the guts of the Takeda General Company!
Lasers.
Pew.
The power of lasers.
And now, for those things.
I've seen this since Dark Party.
They just kind of shoot beams of energy. These things are different. Huh? But the fact that you're my enemy doesn't change. Don't think you'll work on me.
What?
Don't think your attacks will work on me. How about that?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
3 levels up, all at different levels. Beam rifle.
I actually get to use the beam rifle this time.
Wow. Versus UFOs.
Oh, nice. Is Tapper kicking for both characters?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's quite nice. Even I can do this. Sure you can, Riddhe.
That is both great and terrible. Because that means enemies can do that as well.
But there are too many enemies that have it.
You are handily an ace, Kamille.
I mean, he's Kamille beaten. But do not say that Kamille is a girl's name. We will actually get to see that in this.
Yep.
Which you do not get to see in Z.
The Judo Club. Or whatever it is.
Yes, I believe so.
I don't think that's on Route Split either. I'm pretty sure that's just main.
Beam rifle! Because you cannot use the long rifle here.
Too close.
Let's see. I was just supposed to be Camille's assistant. I've suddenly been thrown into real battles? Since you've come this far, you have to firmly resolve, Cats. I know. No matter what we're fighting, I'll show what I can do.
He's stuck
Cats
in a
Kobayashi.
Jagan.
We'll get a lot more things he can transfer into over the course of the game. But for now, he is in a Jagan.
Jigoku.
Surprisingly, the Jagan actually seems to be pretty good as a support unit compared to the Gundam Mark II. It's slightly better. Attack target, Gundam. I'm mildly surprised by that.
What?
The fact that they had a special voice line there for fighting a Gundam, since those are definitely not Gundam enemies.
I'm sure it's because they appear on this stage together.
Probably. Armor damaged. Main gear is intact. Space robot number 1. Oh,
I noticed the hit chance.
okay.
Kamille can survive one hit.
Can you survive 2 from super robots?
Maybe. Alright.
He dodged one.
He can definitely survive one hit. I think.
I'm not sure what that was.
That attack?
Yes, why don't you check them? Remember, you have scan on everything. Space Robo number 1. They have Suspicious Light Ray and Cannonball Attack.
Okay. Put their HP down at least. Trider can take care of the rest.
The question is, do you want both kills to be on Trider?
Yeah, since the other option is Boss Boro. And that doesn't matter that much.
You obtained an item, but you went by too quickly for me to tell. Oh well. Please note, in that instance, you could actually hit the stronger one with it. If you wanted to. You've got Hidden Away on him, so the Macross Cannon will work just as well.
Actually, because I have Hidden Away.
Swap back to B.
Oh, that's way weaker though.
Oh, but it chews through a lot less energy.
Just go for the stronger one. The weaker one, there's no way it'll kill both.
Alright.
Decisive battle mode.
No, that's not in this one.
I know.
So, let's see. Pretty good damage. Got both of them. Level up to 6. It's actually kind of pathetic seeing their HP, their level so low, isn't it?
Yeah, feels wrong.
Fire off a barrage from Osmo. Trying to get him aced.
I want both parts of his ace bonus after all.
Yeah, you dealt with all the stuff that's up there.
That worked.
No, I was just curious if that's used up the thing on Kurtz.
Nope.
Neat. Going to fire off a barrage against the Space Robos. Soften them up.
Now, no need to maximum break this early.
After Rebirth War, I'm used to dealing with aliens! If you're gonna come at us, just you try! I'll knock all of you out of the sky! Have the Mazinger deal with that so that Sayaka can get a kill? I mean, she's not a bad character to ace if you can.
It's just
It's just, you almost never do. She's at 51 of 80 kills though, so not bad.
Just keep warping around. butterfly that raises Rill. It just feels so wrong.
But it feels so good, too.
Yeah, I mean...
Healer abuse at its finest.
I guess they had to make the shuttle useful somehow. People were joking when they said it was ridiculous. Tag engine style.
You wanna swap them, or...? Mega Beam Launcher. Remember you have the Nailer Goblin there that should be able to fire off its strongest attack. Probably.
Maybe. Long rifle.
Alright, results.
Because really, Rezel's don't look bad.
Yeah, I like they're one of my favorite grunt-esque units. Even if they aren't technically countable as mass-produced.
I think they were at least intended for mass production.
Yeah, they're the mass-production Zeta.
But that's different.
So...
There are a lot of If you ever look at the Gundam Wiki, you will fall down a rabbit hole.
So, important note for you there. I have not aced Riddhe. Ridhe's a pretty good guy to ace.
Yeah.
He gives plus 20 EXP and money for his team.
There's just the one small problem facing Riddhe of,
He's Riddhe Marcenis.
Yeah. Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Fire!
Main Mega Particle Cannon.
Since we'd come down to Earth, I thought we were going to have to deal with Neo Zeon. I think I'd have to fight the Mafia and aliens? Captain, before whining, hurry up and give orders, will you? I know! After all, we have Londo Bell Can't afford to fall behind the Frontier Fleet, can we? Poor Captain Otto.
I honestly...
He
Oh,
tries.
cannons, open fire! Prepare the Mega Particle Cannons!
Yes, I feel very bad for Captain Otto. He's not a very good captain, but he made the best of the very bad hand he was dealt with everything he had to deal with the unicorn. And I mean, in the end, he was able to prevent an all-out war. So that's gotta count for something, even if he isn't as epic as Bright Noah.
It's more than can be said of some of them.
Beam Rifle or Beam Saber? Why don't you move over and have her attack the Space Robo?
Still on this dead.
Alright. Why not go for the Beam Saber then, since you've shown off the Beam Rifle before?
Because it's stronger.
No.
Oh wait, this is exactly the same.
Yes.
Why is it exactly the same? Alright.
Because the Gundam Mark II is a balanced unit.
It's not even the Super Gundam.
You do not get the Super Gundam in this.
Do you get the Super?
You get the Super Gundam in the original Z. Pew, pew. It's making some interesting noises from its beam rifle there. Those are some very unusual beam rifle noises this Gundam is making. But alright, Gundam Mark II. The RG Gundam Mark II is a very nice model. Very well built. Can do absolutely ridiculous poses.
Yep.
So I can proudly say of mine. The only problem with it is the tubing. It has tubes on its back and legs that you have to cut yourself and apply yourself. And, mine got seriously messed up.
I'm not looking there, I don't know what I'm doing.
Rocket Punch, I think.
So you're saying that evil aliens are come back again? How unfortunate. As long as the Mozzie are here, You definitely won't get your hands on the Earth! These things only have their one attack. They're pathetic little UFOs. Oh, this isn't a UFO, it's a TFO! Oh, Koji.
Terrestrial blind object.
Rocket punch. Goodbye. Goodbye, pathetic little alien. Oh. Bad move.
It's attacking the quarter.
Mm-hmm. Fire the quarter cannon. $39 damage. Thanks to the pinpoint barriers.
Free bullet. Got the battle.
Okay. You have 3 purples.
Yeah. And free temple.
Victory, Earth 3, and a beam javelin.
A spare beam javelin. Which is a bonus in the current event. Hey, Earth 3 backpack. Alright. Back to things.
Space robos. 2 sets of space. 1 set of space robos, 1 lone space robo, and a flying saucer. So who will do what? Ozma? Probably. If you can lower their HP enough.
Let's see, for lowering HP.
No, you don't, because he's absolutely... Because he's a shell, he's a sniper. He's very bad at post-movement attacks most of the time. I really do just have to kind of sigh about that, but...
What?
The fact that he's so bad at post-movement attacks in a highly mobile unit. Ozma, pull this off.
Just trying to get a lot of kills on Ozma. I want to say it's bonus.
You doubled effect from Basara.
And also, you know, 15% evasion. That bit's also nice. You got a first aid bit?
Roboto's legs.
It seems that the free pulls are a lot better.
Not really, but...
Really?
Not in my general experience, but...
Oh, switch them around. Oh well.
Oh well. Kamille and Riddhe, they're fine.
SR point acquired.
Confirmed all enemies have been destroyed. For them to lose that many to have lost that many units, I bet the Robot Mafia will quiet down for a while with this. Problems with those unknowns, isn't it? From what we can see here, it appears as if the Robot Mafia and those unknowns are unrelated, but... So there really are new intruders? In order to confirm that, we ought to get some of the gather some of their remains. Once all units have finished, once you've finished recovering all units, we'll exchange information with Londo Bell. But, thinking about it, about Alto and the other students, we ought to have them head back to their hiking trip. Understood. Plus 10 PP, plus 1500
15,469 money and 180 Z-chips. Miss Saijo, you're safe? I sincerely apologize, Mr. Kagurazaka. After we found Sagura... we got separated from everyone. But everyone's safe here. Ah, that's good. I'm really happy to hear that. Thanks to Miss Suzune's rapid follow-up, it looks like we're okay here. I think something like this would happen. And I guess we should just be glad we haven't found out who we are. You don't need to worry about that. Why's that? After all, everyone at this school's living in peace. Peace. They don't have anything to do with these battles, right? I guess so. Let's see. I bet even that Sosuke guy's thinking something like that, I'd think. That's probably the reason he's got such lame excuses in order to try and deceive that girl. Sagura. Are you uninjured, Chidori? Hey, Sagura? What? Promise I won't get angry, so you at least explain to me what's going on? About what you're doing. Even if you say the circumstances to explain, Haha. I guess that's how it is. Then, can I ask you something as a class representative to a transfer student? What? You lived out of the country for a long time, right? So, what was your former school like? That's right. It was an unending succession of peaceful days. Weren't you sad to leave your friends behind? No. After all, I can get in contact with them at any time via the phone or letters. It's as if we've left forever. In addition, I've been able to make new friends such as Saotome and Mikhail. I see. Did you have a girlfriend then? Girlfriend? You know, a girlfriend, a lover, something like that. I do not know anyone who would fit that specification. What's with that? Yes. Thinking about friends or anything like that. I do not have any woman in my life who could be considered a lover of any kind. You're an interesting guy, Sosuke. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but even so, you're a weirdo, Sakura. Weird? You're really weird. But you're not that bad. I guess it's a good thing you found some people who can understand you. People who understand me. I shall remember that. You're a good person. You really think... You're really taking what I said seriously? Is that so? I shall forget it immediately. You really are weird. Really, really weird, Sakura. Thanks, Sakura. You really saved me back there. It isn't just today. Back when those mecha beasts appeared as well. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to say thank you this whole time, but I wasn't able to say it until now. Don't worry about it. I might have misunderstood you. Oh no. You've got a big problem, kinda! Pointy fell into a hole! Huh? He was doing incredibly well. Oh, so about 10 others fell in as well! Kashiro? You! I don't know anything about this! Hibiki isn't the only one who's capable of setting traps.
Oh... So
just for safety's sake, I wound up setting a number of tracks around the area we were going to be arriving at. In order to deal with any unexpected intruders, I determined that this was the most effective method. You little! Calm down, Chidori! It's exactly as Hibiki says. If our commander, the class representative, loses their cool, then the entire class will be exposed to danger. Shut it! Understood. I've decided. And for next month's travel abroad, you don't realize they're gonna
You and your little friends are going to be in charge of taking care of trash! All of his friends? S.M.S too? Are you going to complain? Of course! Stop it, Alto. You definitely aren't going to be able to win against her reasoning. Grr. If you've got the time to be digging pitfalls, then you've got plenty of time to be picking up trash. This is the decision of their class representative. Mission accepted. So this is what it's gonna be like.
Yep.
Back to the academy. A lot of stuff happened today, huh, Sachi? I guess so. But it's a good thing everyone's safe. I think I've revised my opinion of you a bit, Sachi. Even at a time like that, you were able to calmly act so that everyone didn't panic. I'm a bit older than you all, after all. Stuff like that. After all, Kojo, Alto, and the others are fighting to keep the peace. I've got to do everything I can to make sure I won't lose to them. But I think I'd be able to see the newest model of transformable mobile suits. Resell on my own. That really was a good experience. You know quite a bit, huh, Takuya? Of course I do. After all, in the future, I want to be a test pilot or mechanic for Anaheim. Roger, you tired? That isn't quite it, but... a weird sensation I felt back there when we were evacuating. What was it? It was almost as if someone was calling out to me. You will have 11 teams available for the next step.
Still no sub-orders.
No, because you don't have enough people. But think of it this way, at least. No one is going to be auto-deployed. So you can set the teams as freely as you like. So you're going to stick Kamille with...
No, right now I'm just trying to get them all closer together. Why?
I do not know.
This is the only true fault I have so far.
There's probably some setting that lets you mess with that, but I don't know what it is. I would swap the position of those two. Dragon is better as a support unit.
Yeah, but that's what I was still just trying to do.
Let's see, you obtained a propellant tank.
Makes sense. Still got that thing.
If you obtain a cartridge, then you'll have another item available. I'm pretty sure that should be a rescue unit for sale. So, the Rezells. Question is, are you going to upgrade them much? Because Rezells don't carry over.
I know, that's why.
But on the other hand, they are, in fact, a decent unit to transfer other people into.
I'm just going to that point for them for now.
Even though it's going to be Kamille's unit for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, Camille's fine, bye. Oh, it's not Camille's 30. It's a shame, but...
No, I'm certain that Cats or Hathaway will get use out of it. They're at least better than Jeggins.
Cats and Hathaway.
Well, yeah, you are going to have to use them on some stages, probably.
It's just the mere idea of Cats and Hathaway. It's the Zeta, so energy.
Yes. Energy save for the Zeta, but energy save is absolutely is pretty worthless on the Rezell, I believe. Wait, no, the Mega Beam Cannon.
This is the
North South.
Got 2 levels of that. Then...
The Limit Break?
Yeah, the Limit Break. Why not?
You can really tell who I didn't use at all.
Yeah. Energy is decent.
Yeah, especially for the Delta Plus, if you ever use him in it. One more PP. That's Will Up on Destroyed.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you want him to have Will Up? Or do you want him to have Prevail?
That's a tough call. Not going to make that right now. I'll deliberate on that after streaming.
Okay.
Since that will probably be me just waffling back and forth for a while.
Probably. That's these swap units. Alright, D-Trader. Happy Ace Pilot. Congratulations, Master Otto. To think that a captain of a ship battleship like me would be called an ace. After all, this is but proof that many people have been charmed by your recent actions, Captain. I'm certain that many of your subordinates believe the same. I wonder about that. After all, I've shown quite a few unsightly things to my Vice Captain. That is all in the past, though. As you are right now, Captain Otto, you are a splendid commander. Well, the situation is what it is. I just have to carry out my missions as best I can. Since we've come so far that we've come to a point where we can't go back. With me and the Nail Argama. Happy Ace Pilot! Congratulations, Master Kamille. That isn't something to be celebrated. No. Oh, after all, the young ace of the EU is now an ace of Z Blue, is he not? In particular, I believe that Master Kamille has undergone significant growth as a person. Is that so? Yes.
Uh-oh.
I'm not totally certain what's being said here, but I think he's saying something about equipping Vulcan pods to a person. You'd never imagine he's the sort of person to equip Vulcan pods on a human. I think I will have to retreat here before I am forcibly remodeled. Well, Miss Suzune. Good job on your... You seem to be tired after your first launch. What is the problem? You seem to be quite angry. Has Mr. Hibiki done something wrong again? Mr. Heiji, what's with those clothes? Those clothes being? That combat gear that's equipped on me when I'm piloting the Genian. Oh, that. The Genian's piloting suits are equipped with the function that gives shape to the form thought of in the pilot's mind. In the pilot's mind? Yes. That is why Mr. Hibiki, who desired to become stronger, was equipped with a martial artist's, an almost martial arts-like style. Of course. Without saying, regardless of the style, regardless of the style, and regardless of any bare skin there may be, the safety is the top priority, and we shall remain perfectly safe regardless. In addition, your glasses are also temporarily removed and replaced. Through distorting the air that is in front of your eyes, we're able to manipulate it so that things make do for lenses instead. I know that humans' hearts and minds are incredibly difficult to understand and not something that I can easily explain. But there are plenty of places and experiences where someone's outer appearance and inner mind are completely different. Although they may seem to be a prim and proper person, on the inside they may be a blood-starved beast. But for something such as this to happen, I can only wonder what type of suit Miss Suzune was equipped with. No, it's
Nothing. I was just a bit surprised. Is that so? Well then, from here on out, the DM Corporation sends its regards. Well then, today as well. Time to sell!
Nothing of note, just had to go through those. Save. And go, I guess.
The way you said that worries me. The go?
Bird.
April 28th.
Go?
Nail Argama's briefing room. That's a pretty nice looking briefing room, don't you think?
Yeah. Also, the retail is fully mass-produced.
No, it is. Welcome to the Nail Argama. I'm your captain, Hodomidas. I'm Captain Jeffrey Wilder of the Macross Quarter. And this is the command of our mobile squadron, Ozma Lee. Well then, I'll go ahead and introduce my staff here as well. This is my vice captain. Rame Polonea. Lieutenant Rame Polonea, or something like that.
Look it up.
Yes, I will ask you to deal with that. Nice to meet you. In addition, this is Lieutenant Dakaza McCool, and his Vice Captain Conroy Hugginson of the Echoes. So they're part of the Echoes, the Manhunter Squadron, huh? It's nice to meet you, Captain Jeffrey. I've heard plenty of rumors about the S.M.S. of the Frontier Fleet. And I've heard plenty about your group, the Echoes. With the fact that you're on this ship as well, I think I've been able to figure out just about everything about this ship's objectives. Manhunter. So you do know about our main missions, do you? If that's the case, that makes things quick here. As you can imagine, Londo Bell's main mission recently has been to investigate the unusual movements of Neo-Zeon.
Wow, that was wrong.
Liam Borinea. Liam Borinea. Okay. Not particularly important, but Liam Borinea.
Yep.
Okay. On the orders of our commander, her Bright Noah, our various ships have been spread across space here. And so you've come down onto the Earth to investigate? Exactly right. See, we came here just the other day, chasing a Neo-Zeon group that had launched a mobile suit squadron to Earth. The Alargama warehouse. I understand Londo Bell's main mission, but isn't Neo-Zeon supposed to be a group that's working for the colonies? I mean, colonies and Earth Federation are a single group right now, aren't they? So, shouldn't Neo-Zeons be a part of the Federation military? Technically, that's supposed to be the case. Technically? Mr. Koji Naruto, you're both from the ADW, so you don't really know what Zeon means. But in the UCW where we're from, that name has a special meaning. What do you mean? Roughly 10 years ago, Zeon declared independence from the Earth Federation of the time. Ever since then, their existence has been, in a place that's gathered the anger and resentment of all the space noids, people who've been living out in space. But Zeon lost to the Federation, right? Exactly right. But some of their firepower wound up escaping the Earth sphere. They're waiting a chance to attack again. And as a result of that war they'd had before, a number of people inside the Federation government were filled with anti-space noid hate. So that's why remnants of Zeon's power have remained here. And even after that great dimensional quake, they haven't changed. See. Even back In that last big war in the UCW, Zeon remnants on Axis wound up joining hands with the plants and attacking the Federation. After that battle, after we'd returned from the ADW to the UCW, Zeon wound up changing his name to Neo Zeon and starting acting again. But after the New World quake, the UCW and ADW wound up being united. And the Neo Zeon and the plants and the other colonies all started working together, right? Although there are many people who view this as only a temporary measure. In truth, even in this new world, some of the space noids are still resenting the control of the Federation. I see. So the Federation, even though they're part of the Federation, Neo Zeon and the plants aren't happy with things, huh? Neo Zeon's representative. Isn't it that Haman Karn lady? I think I've seen her on TV before. She looks awful pretty, but she also seems to be pretty fierce, huh? I've fought against her in the past. Are you serious? Just like Michelle felt, she's incredibly strong. Both as a pilot, politician, and a commander. In addition, there's a trend amongst the Federation government of ignoring the space noids. Thanks to that, it's highly likely that Haman Karn will bear her fangs in the near future. I know that in the ADW there was a trend of ignoring the space noids. I think the UCW is the same as well? See. Back in the UCW, a large part of the Federation was controlled by groups called the Titans in the Blue Cosmos. And those are so very good to hear, aren't they?
Yeah, neither of those are good to hear.
No. For those who do not know, the Titans are the enemy group of Gundam Zeta, or Zeta Gundam. They are a group that was founded to stop any attacks from Zeon after the events of 0080 War in the Pocket. Wait, no, 0083 Stardust Memories, right.
Yes.
0083 Stardust Memories. And they were just a bunch of tyrannical military men. They took over everything, killed anyone in their way, beat up anyone who didn't agree with them. They're the reason that Kamille is a hero. Because one of them insulted his name, and that led to a series of events which involved him stealing a Gundam and joining the Resistance. Rapid escalation. Blue Cosmos, on the other hand, are the enemy group of Seed. Or one of the enemy groups of Seed. They had a lot of them. They were a purist group who believed that the only humans are pure-blooded humans. Any of you gene-manipulated designer babies, you can all go to hell. And die.
I only agree with this in the case of Kira Yamato. But that's because he's an example of it going way too far.
Even so, not right. Their main leader, Moriel Azata, I believe, or something like that, wound up dying in the final battle of Seed, when the commanding officer of the ship he was on just let them tank a blast straight to the bridge, somewhat intentionally, because they knew he needed to be gone. Perfect. But Blue Cosmos still started working even after that in Destiny. I don't know too much about that, though. Back to the story here. After the war we'd had, I thought they disappeared. But it looks like their plans went far deeper than we'd thought. So is the Federation and Neo Zeon going to wind up going to war? It is true that both of them are currently at odds with each other, but unless there's some enormous trigger, I don't think it'll become a full war. In addition, it isn't as if all of the space noids are supporting Haman. I've also heard that some of the people out there are trying to make use of their former commanders, the Zappi family, as a new symbol for them. Placing that much of an emphasis on blood in this day and age? You may think of it as nonsense. In order for an organization to work, they need some kind of symbol. So that Hamon person's been working towards that? That's kind of scary to think about, so like that being a leader of a group like that. But if that's the case, I think we can rest easy. After all, the only member left of the Zabi family is that Minerva Zabi, right? I saw her in the news somewhere. But she isn't even 10 years old, is she? You can't underestimate things. And you're... Oh, we haven't introduced yet, have we? This guy's Biki Kamishiro, our classmate. I'm Kamille Beeden. I fought with Koji and others back in the Rebirth War. Right now I'm working as a test pilot for Anaheim. I'm Fayuri. Let's see. I'm working as Kamille's assistant at Anaheim. You helped me out during the last battle. So does that mean you're the guy who's piloting that blue robot? Well, at any rate, it looks like the Nail Argam is going to be working with the Quarter for a while here now. Nice to meet you all. Same here. Kamille, what happened to the Zeta? Zeta's currently being overhauled by Anaheim on the moon. Apparently it looks like it'll take some more time for them to check everything. I think that we'd have to deal with stuff like that when it's not here. It'd be nice if it came back quickly. I agree. But the maintenance they're asked to do on the Zeta was way too hurried this time. It's completely unnatural. Yeah, we're not going to get the Zeta back for a while. So, Hibiki, what were you saying about we can't underestimate them before? Let's see. On some of the underground sites out there, they talk about the fact that the publicly known Minerva Zabi is just a bodyguard, and that the real one is a lot older. But why would they swap? If they were going to use a bodyguard double, then why swap her with a younger one? Yeah, it's probably in order to fool the Earth Federation, isn't it? I see. Just because they think she's a little kid, they'll underestimate her, huh? Thinking about the sense of unease I felt when I met Minerva Zabi back on our world. Well, I can't say that's necessarily wrong. What is this feeling of unease? Am I just thinking about how much pressure I felt from Hamon Karn? Kamille! Kamille, since you've gone ahead and finished your meetings for now, will you go ahead and introduce us here? Yeah, Ensign Riddhe. Well then, allow me to introduce myself to the ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ensign Riddhe Marcenas. I'm the pilot of the second Rizal on this unit on this ship. Second? Second unit? That's not a really good... That's what you're latching onto? Kamille's in charge of the first unit. Let's see. It may be kind of pathetic for a civilian to be above an actual member of the military. Fortunately, at this point, Mr. Kamille's a far better pilot than I am. Don't sweat it, Ensign Riddhe. No. After all. Oh, thanks to this, I'd like to issue another letter of challenge to you. Will you accept it, Kamille? Well, if you really want it, Ensign. Alright, then it's obvious. I'll have you be my witnesses here. I'll be sure to take the seat of ace from Kamille. You seem like a pretty frank and earnest guy for a member of the military. When I heard that this was an ace squadron, I wonder what sort of leaders we'd been meeting. I think we'll be able to get along well with guys like this. After all, the members of the Nail Argama have been involved in live battle for a long time, so we're a bit unusual. I'm Lieutenant Emma Sheen. I've heard about you all from Kamille and Fa. I'm Katsu Kobayashi. Just like Kamille and Fa, I'm working at Anaheim as a test pilot. Lieutenant Emma and Katsu fought alongside us back in the UCW before. So they're also members of Zuth? Yeah, guess that means we can have high expectations for them. Wait a minute, I was a member of Zuth, but you could count on me too. By the way, Lieutenant Emma, what are you saying about the practical experience you were mentioning before? After all, many of the Nail Argama's ship that's based on the former flagship of the Aug, the Argama. Aug. That's the group that Kamille was a part of, right? Yeah. After the battles with the Titans, the Aug wound up being formally incorporated into the Federation, and this ship wound up getting remodeled. No. Because of all the shuffling about of stuff after Aug got reincorporated into the Federation, there's not another ship like this. So that's why we're given particularly unusual missions, and they're taking action independently from the rest of Londo Bell. Let's see. In addition, Ensign Riddhe and I are here to test out the new model Rizals. We're chasing down a Neo-Zeon group that entered the atmosphere, but immediately had to get to fighting. Those Rizals? Are they the mass production version of your Zeta Gundam? Well, the concept's similar at least, but if I was to say things, they're more similar to a production version of the Methus. So that's why I'm also helping with the testing. Huh. So I guess that means the fact that we met again here is almost like a coincidence, huh? If we had time, I'd love to show you around Tokyo too. Besides, Sashi's here from Anaheim as well. So he's in Japan too? Yeah. How nice it is to get up to meet with old friends. Ensign, this may be unnecessary worrying. An unnecessary thought on my part. But since we're here on Earth, why don't you go back to your home? You still don't feel like it? Rather than relying on the inheritance from my father. Till the day comes when I can go back with pride. So that's why I want to win against Kamille. Alright. But don't push yourself too hard. Thanks, Lieutenant. Have all pirates rendezvous in the briefing room. Something happened, Mr. Conroy? Receive a report from our scout teams. Looks like they've got some information that they discovered the group we're pursuing. Neo-Zeon? We're heading off to confirm that right now. We'll have the people from the quarter help us out as well. Understood. If there are still guys out there who are gonna pick fights, we'll take them on! So, have Kamille fight Yune here. Yep. Chapter 6. Something about the Fog of War? Fog of War. Dodges?
Dodges? Oh god, Gaza Sea.
I think those are Dodges. Alright, Federation military's come. Everything's as we've planned.
Gaza.
Deploy.
Sea.
Deploy your 11 squads. Remember, the Trider has a very short range for its support attack.
I know. It's more just having it flying. Yeah, sure, whatever. Position's not as important, yeah.
So it really is Neo-Zeon? At least from what we could see here. Looks as if they're a different group than our main squadron we've been pursuing, though. I guess so. After all, I bet their main force will come out once we take out their front lines. But even so, we can't underestimate Neo-Zeon's equipment. In addition, it seems a bit unnatural that they'd be deliberately trying to attack us here, but I wonder about that. Looks as if they don't intend to respond to us here right now. What should we do, Captain? I already understand the doubts you have about them. So relay these orders to all units. Understood. This is unusual. See, it's almost as if they're saying, come and find us. So rather than trying to avoid us, are they just trying to watch us? If that's the case, we'll go ahead and clear them out just as they want. Be careful. They really are Neo-Zeon.
And they've got to have quite the guts prepared. Can you really fight Hibiki? Since we don't know what their goals are. Or, I don't have any personal anger or grudge against them. This is a mission. But, as much as possible, avoid hitting their cockpits. Suzune, I'll ask for your help with that. Understood. Skull Leader to all units. Since we don't know what our enemy's goals are, be careful. In order to break the formation, take out their teams.
Destroy 5 teams in a single turn.
So let's just quickly go up and see what they've got.
Yes. Dodge.
They're fighting in teams of Dodges. They have Zaku machine guns and heat sabers.
Yep.
They're bad at Sky. That's nice to know. Prevail level 2, support attack level 1, support defense level 1. And then we have Gaza Seas. Prevail level 2. Also bad at Sky. All they have is a Knuckle Booster.
And they can't even transform. So they're missing the key feature that of Gaza Seas.
They're missing what makes a Gaza.
No, they've still got what makes a Gaza.
Were there other types of Gaza?
Not to my knowledge, but... They have the same thing the Rick-Diaz has. That eye.
Well, there's a Gaza D, apparently.
And
I don't know.
E-beam cannon.
I'll carry out the mission I've been given.
The Galaxies just look so stupid.
Yeah, they do.
Well, the sleeves ones look okay.
Yeah, those ones look okay.
The green color scheme with the sleeve logos look way better than the pink ones, or even this lavender Haman Karn custom one. Yeah, Gaza Seas, not great. Apparently there are also older Gaza A and Gaza B units. But the Gaza C was the first transforming one. Gaza B looks very heavily armored. But they do not have anything about the Gaza A. Apparently, the Gaza A shows up in Under the Gundam Double Fake.
Okay.
Which is a series I would not know of at all, if not for the D Gundam, which I just find absolutely glorious. It is a unit that is... The D Gundam is a Gundam that is a mobile worker someone made up to look like a Gundam. Because they thought that's awesome. Is it actually useful in combat? Probably not, but I mean...
That
it
looks
looks pretty
convincing.
cool, especially for a mobile worker. Also, it has a shotgun as its main weapon. And there's the upgraded form.
Okay.
And that's a mobile worker, not a mobile suit.
Alright, we're still fine.
Remember, it's destroy teams, not destroy full teams.
Yeah, no, that's not it. It's, the cursor went really slowly.
Ah.
It's fine, though.
Knuckle Buster. Why did they call the beam cannon the Knuckle Buster?
I don't think you'll ever have any answer for that.
Probably not. What can I say, but it's a unit from Double Zeta. Double Zeta, Double Zeta, Double Zeta.
Well, that is a thing. It is technically a thing.
Yes. Apparently the Gaza C was upgraded into the Gaza D, the Gaza E, the Gazo, and the Gaza W.
Gazo?
Gazo. Gazo. Z-O-E-W.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. The Gaza D unicorn version
Yeah.
looks pretty good. So why are you keeping on giving us Gaza C's to fight? Gaza C's suck.
Probably because they're terrible.
But you could give us such better designs. The Gaza D. What is the Gaza E like? The Gaza E seems to be either seems to be mainly space use. Still keeps a shade of salmon pink, but at least salmon pink is better than this pink that they have. Because honestly, what is up with that color?
Nobody knows.
The color scheme is not anything that a weapon of war would have. Knowing how Tomino supposedly complained about the colorfulness of the original Gundam, how on earth did the Gaza ever get through?
Oh hey, she has to color it now as well.
At least the Gaza E looks pretty good in mobile armor mode. Good. Would you agree? Crider Cutter!
Yeah, that looks pretty decent.
The best unit ever? No, but it was about simultaneously with the Gazone.
That also looks decent.
There's the unicorn version.
Not good, but decent.
Yeah. So the Gaza can become some decent stuff. Oh, Trider. Your weapons are so stupid.
It would seem...
Sion's soul shall definitely be taken up by the next generation!
I think I need to edit our bitrate. Looking at the stream.
Well, I've got no clue what you're going on about, so I will leave that sort of thing to you. Let's see.
Basically, our stream is having to slow down.
Okay.
It's having slowdown due to effects.
Okay, the Gaza... What is the Gaza W from? Also from Double Fig. It's the final version of the Gaza suit. Classified as a heavy mobile suit, and it's non-transformable, but it looks decent, the line art at least.
Yeah. Potentially non-attack wings.
So that you can clear them out later. For SR points, you know? But who will take care of them? The people who are not aces? Oh look, it's a Dodge attacking. With its Heat Saber. Defend?
Yeah.
What do the Dodges look like when they attack? One will use Zaku machine gun, and the other has its Heat Saber.
That's exactly machine gun, alright.
Zaku's weaponry doesn't look... The Zaku machine guns don't look bad to me. That really doesn't look like a saber, it looks like it's a rod. Don't you agree?
Yes, but a heat rod is a completely different thing.
Isn't the only unit that has a heat rod the Epion?
The Epion Tallgeese line, the primary ones, I think there are a few other instances of that.
I think some of the double O units get heat rods.
It's not common. Or if you watch folk.
Oh, look at that, they have no chance of hitting. Dodge. But the real forces aren't here yet. New units are approaching the area! Coming soon!
There's
Hero Joggers of Neo Zeon? With this, it looks like we have to determine they're from Neo Zeon. No. Since this has happened, Neo Zeon can't make any excuses anymore. So is it gonna be a war now? Everything will be up to Neo Zeon after we finish this. That man really likes his roundabout methods. He even wound up sending... In fact, that even we had to come down to Earth. But if I'm going to get to fight that rumored Nail Argama, things are different. This feeling... That customized unit at their head. Is that a cyber Newtype? Kamille beaten. If you could feel my pressure, then take me on! Captain, Neo Zeon's attacking us. What shall we do? Of course, we'll counterattack! This is our mission, isn't it? Now, come at us, Londo Bell. You shall learn the power of Gyune Gus. Destroy all enemies. So why don't you go check the Gyaradogas and Gyune? You can just use R2, L2. Remember, you've got everything noticed.
I know, I was checking to see if...
So, Gyune Gus and a Jagdoga. Or Yakdoga.
That's a lot of skills.
Cyber Newtype level 4. Ignore size level 2. Prevent level 3. Counter level 5. Unknown. Will up. Bullet save. Multi-target. Magnetic coating.
30% upgraded.
Has a beam saber, beam assault rifle, and funnels! Because of course he's got funnels. Beam machine gun and beam sword axe.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Full 30.
Well, you're New Game Plus hard mode.
New Game Plus doesn't have anything to do with it, I believe.
I don't know about that.
Sure, I'll trust that.
One down. Going to get poor Lieutenant Emerson kills.
It's like trying to determine where she was. Should be able to get...
Long rifle.
It's the Mark II.
Main Mega Particle Cannon.
Sure, let's watch Gaza Sea melt.
Well, Gundams are Gundams. Gundams are not typically designed to stand up to the firepower of a battleship.
Yarlet Custom 2.
Is Yarlet Custom 2?
Yep.
So, just thinking about Unicorn and stuff, later on in the game, on the most contentious route split, we can get a Yarlet Custom, which anyone who's seen Unicorn will know as the unsung hero of the Battle of Torrington Base.
And a Kshatriya. And Passion Colasor.
No, the Kshatriya, not a Kshatriya. Hi, Paw.
It is the
Take
complete
this.
version of the...
Hello there. Hello, Paw. Our largest cat has entered the room. Our large black cat who is the one who got his tail injured a couple of weeks back, but he's recovered mostly. We are glad to know you are doing well, Paw. You may not want to. You don't want to be in my lap here.
It has the same booster
But I have to
as
show you
the
off a little
Gunplant.
Off you go, Paw.
In the
Have
novel,
a good day.
it was used by someone from one of the novels and Riddhe.
Paw is a good cat. You're a very large black teddy
You
bear.
can see the differences.
Okay, yeah, the Bjarlant Custom 2 looks pretty cool. It's got extra binders on the back, and some extra long pins equipped to the arms. Oh! That is an interesting, unusual thing. It's got actual hands! For those who do not know what we are talking about, which is probably most of you, the standard Bjarlant does not have full hands. It's just got a set of 3 claws. Which is part of why they can't use many weapons other than their built-in beam cannons.
Star point acquired.
This is pretty nice. It's been able to get in some practice for once. Looks like you aren't doing as the Demon Ozma for nothing, huh? That's all.
And it also has a booster unit.
My.
It's quite a booster, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks quite nice. So I shall hand it back. Keep on going. Kamille needs to fight Yune. At some point here. You cannot attack. You are too far away.
You cannot attack.
Please return to the combat area.
I've actually started watching Evangelion here.
Taking care to do so when I'm not in the room.
It is... yeah.
Please note that if you do a single attack, that focused attack, they won't be able to hit you.
I see. Yeah. Let's just get rid of one enemy.
Sayaka was all that was needed. Strider Javelin! Do you remember that that's where Kamille is?
Yeah, I know. I'm still advancing them.
Mm-hmm.
As you might expect,
Poor
the Barrel
Kamille.
custom is from Bad Destiny.
Poor Kamille. And the Brawlet Custom too?
Yeah, Barrel custom too.
The Brawlet Custom standard does show up. Things movements are different. Don't tell me that! Yes, a Newtype. I won't let you get away here! Come out, Javelin! He's got an interesting pose, one finger out there on the Javelin, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm certain that someone out there will inherit the soul of Zeon, but not yet. Going to activate Macross Cannon. Going to blast all of them with him.
Especially since I have 3 ammo now.
Be aware that fighting Yune is going to really hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's got funnels and is a Cyber Newtype.
Why do you think I'm storing maximum breaks?
Be glad he doesn't. I was going to say be glad he does not counter, but does he?
He might.
I told you what he has, but I can't remember if he has counter or not.
You think I remember?
Yes, he has counter level 5.
Cool.
This guy does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's not even in his main unit.
Yeah, Sosuke's kind of ridiculous. I haven't upped his stats or anything. He just does that much damage.
Because he is Sosuke Sagara. Trained military fighter. Photon energy beam. Hit the 2 dodges. Only took 10 damage. How nice.
It's a tank.
Off go all the Gyaradogas. Using a beam sword axe. I would turn on the photon energy beam.
Yeah.
And turn on the art so we can see what it's doing. What do they use? Let's see. Yeah, that's not a bad looking gun. Oh wow.
I didn't actually see the percents.
It was something like 90.
Oh god.
How behind that is?
Yeah, that's part of the bit, right?
71%. Beam Sword Axe.
No, that wasn't a 71%. It was a 99.
Okay.
It was so behind, but I could see the star.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to fix the bit right. I'm sure you've been streaming it up long enough I can up it.
We shall see.
Versus now reloading it, working photon MD.
Mm-hmm.
I assume we haven't heard off those partially the last guy.
Partially. Well, hopefully we'll be able to fix that. And when we finish here, I'll go ahead and set up the questions for the first route split of the game.
The first actual route split.
Yes, the first important route split. So, when we get to the first major route split of the game, it's going to be interesting to see what we're going to do.
Bird, go!
So the first main route split of the game has really three options. Firstly, there's the path that is Full Metal Panic, Code Geass, and Votoms. I mean, it's mainly Full Metal Panic and Votom's story, because Code Geass' story is done, but they're still in here. Secondly, we have the path that is, most importantly, EVA story. Gets us EVA Units 0 and 1. And thirdly, we have the path that I've gone on before, which is Gundam Wing and Gundam Unicorn.
And is also considered the hardest path.
Somehow. It's because you have a bunch of... It's because, at the start, you get Hero and Duo the very first chapter of the route split.
In Leos!
Yes, in Space Use Leos.
The greatest of all units.
And yes, Leos are just as bad as you imagine.
Okay, but they're already defending.
Yep. Kamille's dodging. Londo Bell and Mithril. What's your fleet's S.M.S and super robots? I've got no regrets with you as my enemies. Just you watch. I'll take them on and show my true might! Cyber Newtypes.
Funnels.
Yeah. Cyber Newtypes are not very well mentally balanced.
Would you say they're better or worse than Innovades?
I mean, the Innovades weren't unbalanced because they're Innovades, so it's not an inherent thing. Looks like the enemy's commander is that horned unit, huh? I mean, you can tell that just by looking at it, can't you? That guy, he's strong. You're not that impressive, Londo Bell. It looks like the commander's words were for naught, huh? Missiles? Where'd they come from? Temporary reinforcements. Tuatha De Danann. Tuatha De Danann. From Irish mythology. I believe. Here are the harpoons!
There will be bubbles, no matter where.
Yes, and there'll be a sea that they go over.
Even in space.
Yes, eventually the Tuatha De Danann is outfitted for space, but yeah. Submarines here? Looks as if we didn't have a direct hit on the target. It's more than enough just to slow him down. The De Danann will back up the Allied mobile squadrons here. Aye, ma'am. All units, prepare to your positions. That's our mothership. Mithril Pacific
Like Branch's Special Assault Submarine, Tuatha De Danann. What?
Nice to know Koji shares my pain.
Tuatha De Danann. So it's names from Celtic mythology? Iki, you really know a lot of weird things, huh? If you can't remember, just think of it as the Danann. Thank you, Tessa! This is our turn to turn things around! As expected of the captain. Perfectly timed assistant. So that's the commander of that weird Mithril? As rumors say, it does look as if they've got tech that's 10 years ahead of everyone else. For Londo Bell, we can't lose here! All units, continue the attack! We'll press them down with this go! So,
Check the develop.
we have the Tuatha De Danann, level 7, piloted by Tessa Testarossa. He's spawn. Yes.
I was gonna say, is it written as Tessa or Teletha?
It's Teletha. Because it should be Teresa, but somewhere along the way it made a huge goof and has it as Teletha rather than Teresa.
Yeah.
Command level 3, Prevail level 5, Support attack level 2, Hit and Away, Guard, will plus 10 at start. Any units within the command aura earn an extra 20% money and experience. S in sea, D in land, D in ground, D in space. Has the Mark 48 AdCap missiles, which have an S in sea and A in space, so you can't use the only post-movement attacks. Has the anti-ship missiles and some other kind of missile. So yeah, you can only use the long-range attacks, but hey!
Who
Just
needs
hitting away.
movement anyway?
Just hitting away.
Okay. Just checking. It's destroy all, right?
Destroy all.
Alright.
Swap to Kurtz.
Even if it's just one hit. That's still a little bit of extra damage.
Focus Plus. Do you want to stay in the transform mode, or?
Probably.
You have your Beam Saber available.
I don't know, what am I thinking? Wait,
You're
no,
thinking that you want Kamille to hit him for Z-Chips.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He's already been focused and doesn't have anything else, so...
Wow.
No, not quite right. If you really want him to
No.
hit, you can make use of Suzune.
It's not bad. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bigger plus.
Not worried about that. Should save that. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. Pilot from the Nail Argama. Were you Kamille beaten? This guy, he knows about me? You've got no luck. I'll take you down and be able to show my strength to everyone. As if I go along with such self-centered logic. Why is it a game?
You're not just playing around.
Good luck, Trider. Oh, hey.
Oh, you actually
You
did.
hit. That's nice. Super Robot should be doing okay now. Shit, but I haven't been taken out yet. You intend to get my way to the very end, Londo Bell? You won't hit me! Hopefully. Head over and do a maximum break.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Focus Plus. Or are you going to wait? Try to get the kill with luck.
Well, there's also Bless around, so I'll try luck here.
I don't know that you do have anyone with Bless.
Yeah, Sayaka. She has it from the start.
Valkyrie? Quit flying around about me like that!
Wait, no, it's Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know who the hell you are. If you're attacking us, you can't complain if you get taken out. Don't make me laugh. Don't think that someone like you could take me down.
Dunno. This may kill still, regardless.
I don't think it'll be enough. You'll take him pretty low.
But at least luck in this game is far better.
Luck goes until you get a kill rather than just first attack. What was that?
I don't think there'll be a big problem here, but not a crit.
Can you keep up with this? Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, he's a cyber Newtype. We should have enhanced reflexes and such. That looks like the
That's
dynamic kill.
No.
No. As long as our machine keeps moving, that's fine!
Keeps going for dynamic kill.
Well, you got Hibiki or the Mazinger.
Yeah, that's just cheer.
Can Hibiki get over there?
Yeah, he can get over there.
Yep.
Of course he can get over there.
So is Hibiki going to be the one to get the kill? What level is he?
He's
Slightly below.
I mean, not
Slightly
compared
below.
to these ones, but...
But they're units you aren't planning on using.
compared
And
to
that can't get over there.
So yeah, sure.
Focus. Oh, boss. Hope springs eternal. Well, it's not hideous for him.
You know what, boss?
You just want to do that?
Eh, no, not really.
This guy. His reactions are totally different than everyone I've fought up until now. Of course! After all. Oh, you're facing a new type right now! I've got no intention of listening to whatever you have to say. What? No matter what my enemy may be, if you're gonna stand in my way, then I'll take you down.
Not even bothering maximum breaking here. He's bad.
Alright, follow the boss, Boro!
Let's say a 35% chance, I believe.
40.
40. Oh,
You did.
congrats, boss.
Not enough.
No, it's perfectly enough.
Think, I've gotta have something I can do here.
It ensures that the storm will
He's almost like a lump of killing intent. I put a maximum. Confirmed output! I love that he's got his own funnel type weapons with these swords.
gun sword fuckers. Yeah, it was that.
Can I take it out without being able to fulfill my job as a cyber Newtype? Oh, Cune. Goodbye. Level 10. Magnetic coating acquired. I can't get used to this feeling of gravity here. Ah well, since I've fulfilled my objective, guess I'll pull back for now. From next time on will be the real fight. That guy, how did he know about me? What's with this sense of unease I'm feeling? Yeah, don't worry. It can't be because there's something horribly bad going on behind the scenes, can it?
Of course not.
Can't be anything to do with a certain lieutenant who's missing in action right now. No, not at all.
How can you even insinuate that Captain Char has anything to do with this?
Don't you mean Lieutenant Quattro?
No, I mean Captain Char.
Must be true. Must be in my mind. Must be just me overthinking things, right?
Yeah.
I'm certain everything will be fine. I'm certain Lieutenant Quattro will come back and help us out later on, right? Right?
Of course he will. You think Lieutenant Quattro would lie?
I mean, after all, Lieutenant Quattro swore he would never become Char Aznable, the man who dropped Axis on Earth. Didn't he? For those who do not know, yes, apparently in Z, after seeing the Dark History and what was supposed to come, he swore he would never become Char Aznable. Or that Char Aznable, the Char's counterattack one.
Man, Luca is a really good support.
Just warping about. Don't mind me. Do not mind the shuttle.
Don't mind the teleporting shuttle.
But not a bit.
Oh, hey, one of them got a skull.
Sake is looking pretty beat up. You still have the 12th of Dodana?
I was gonna say, I still have this.
Fire first. And then close in. Right. Fire your missiles. After confirming your attack targets, hurry up and eliminate them! Aye, ma'am. Commence attack! Melissa, Mr. Weber, and Sergeant Sagura. Very soon you'll be released from your mission.
Yeah, it is kind of odd that you don't get the beard guy.
Yes, I'm very surprised that you do not get Cullinan, but... off they go. Cool. They burst up out of the water and soar over the sea, even when you're in space. Lazy animation, in my opinion. Quite the explosion, though.
Wait, that's just absolutely tiny.
And you still have Mark II and Nail Argama. Nail Argama is absolute junk at the moment.
Are you implying that it becomes not absolute junk? What is...
Luck.
Of course
Katz is
Katz
lucky.
has luck.
He's a lucky guy.
He doesn't die in this one.
Yeah. He does not get smashed into an asteroid and die horribly, so that's plenty of luck for him, right?
Is that how he dies?
I believe so. Consult the the all-knowing wiki for Katz Kobayashi.
Wow, I am very lucky.
Okay. There we go, there's the answer. So, during the final battle between the Aeug Titans and Axis fleets, Katz is killed when the G-Defense is shot down by Yazan Gable and crashes into a battleship. In the movie version, Katz evades Yazan's shots but crashes into a meteorite. So I'd say that's a stupider death. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like, haha, I dodged you! Poor Katz.
I did! I dodged! Right up until you didn't.
So, yes, Katz Kobayashi. He was an okay pilot. Not good, but, you know, okay-ish. Ish. Who really needs the last kill? Dwathed it on him?
Definitely not.
Well, I mean, at least you can soften them up with it.
It's already soft.
Oh, quite soft. Quite soft and squishy.
That's why I was determining, do I just want to get more kills on Ozma?
No, go ahead and give it to Kamille. Kamille needs the levels.
Actually, first.
Charge SP. It's quite a nice thing to be able to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's because you're doing it the wrong way there.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay. Don't go for a maximum break.
Maximum break just auto-focuses.
I guess. I mean, typically you only ever use maximum break against a boss, so... Triter.
Triter and its hollow fingers.
I can't remember. Is it one of the ones...
Yes.
It has finger missiles?
Yes.
That's the only excuse for having hollow fingers. The soul of Zeon shall never die!
Yes, it has finger missiles. That should be everything.
That it should. Should. Enemy squadrons have been confirmed destroyed. That doesn't appear as if there are any reinforcements. Well then, we'll leave the rest of them and hurry up to evacuate. After all, we have to head off to that research lab now. Aye, ma'am. Retreating. What? You're not going to say anything to us? There's nothing to be said. After all, just like we're stuck on the quarter, the Nun's got its own operations to take care of. Aw, it was a good opportunity, so I wanted to see Mithril's ship. Yeah, I guess so. After all, I haven't seen a submarine before. I'm certain that day will come eventually. Be sure to enjoy yourselves then. And I bet you'll be pretty shocked when you see our captain. Is this incident going to become the tipping point between Earth and the space? I wonder about that. After all... Hold on. Oh, if it's only at this degree, I'm certain that Neo-Zeon will be able to evade it somehow. But what I want to know... What's more important is how the Federation will respond. Then... Could be both us and the Nail Arc Armor going to be used to fight against Neo-Zeon here? Could be. The squadron we fought against today... That really was Neo-Zeon, wasn't it? There's no mistaking that they are related, at least. Does someone really want to fight against the entire Federation? If that's the case, I won't forgive her. The UCW and ADW are finally able to take each other's hands and form a new Federation. But it isn't as if the Federation is without problems here. Kamille? See. Besides, if that lingering resentment and apathy towards the Space Nords continues, someday that'll turn into an enormous fight. So, Kamille, do you really think there's nothing to be done but to avoid a war? I don't mean anything like that. So that's why, just like Captain Jeffrey said, the Federation's going to have to think carefully about how to deal with this incident. I just hope they won't wind up saying polite things while sending bombs out at the Space Noids again. Something like that happen means a war really will start. But after all, the Federation's a democracy. A single person or group of people alone won't be able to stop everything. See. Could be that Neo-Zeon wound up sending that squad out here just to investigate the Federation's movements from the beginning. But I wonder what sort of actions Haman will take. Could be that what's behind her is... Kamille? Go ahead and spit it out, Kamille. Well, you're thinking about Lieutenant Quattro again, aren't you?
What you're afraid of right now was the most... Lieutenant Quattro's gone back to commanding Neozeon and has ordered this fight. Wait a minute. Lieutenant Quattro. Wasn't he that commander guy from the AU? Why would he be working with Neozeon? That man is Char Aznable, the person who used to be known as the Red Comet of Zeon. What? Red Comet? Who's that? That Char Aznable guy. In the ADW, you may not have heard of him, but he's a legendary ace pilot of the Principality of Zeon. Rather than just being an incredible pilot, his incredible charisma wound up transcending that. Char was Mr. Amuro's rival during the battle between the Federation and Zeon. In other words, back during the 1-year war, they fought a bunch of times. But Lieutenant Quattro was fighting alongside Kamille and Amuro as part of the AUG, right? That person has plenty of things he's been thinking about this world, so that's why he decided to fight alongside us. And that didn't change at all back when he'd gotten flung over here and fought alongside Zexus. See? So I don't want to think that Lieutenant Quattro's gone back to Neozeon and has ordered this fight. If that's the case, you should just keep on thinking that, right? Ensign Riddhe? I mean, there's nothing you can do with... You can't help thinking about something that may or may not have happened. So for now, all we need to do is just focus on what we can do, right? How positive that is. I just want to live my life like that. Thank you, Ensign. If you really want to say thanks, then help me out with analyzing the combat data from today. It looks like the unit that was piloting the thing in charge of those Gyaradogas was Cyber Newtype. Alright. I'll help you out as much as I can. Good luck, Kamille. We're heading home. We're heading back. Heading back to the quarter? No, to Tokyo too. After all, we've got to prepare for the upcoming school trip. Come to think of it, you're all students, aren't you? Let's see. You aren't a part of the Federation military, are you? Why don't you come to school too? No. I'm serving as a test pilot because I wanted to do it. So I've got to do everything I can. Both you and Hibiki are totally serious. Make sure you don't push yourself too far. Thanks. I'll be sure to remember that. Lieutenant Quattro. You fought against and alongside Trace Kushernada. I trust you won't do anything stupid. And so I'll just keep on advancing as much as I can without thinking about pointless things. Side 3, Sweetwater. Unimportant place. Neozeon. It appears as if the squadron we sent down to Earth has successfully carried out their mission. Cune Gus. He seems to be far more usable than I'd expected. Well then, with this the Federation's will should be plain as day. I wonder about that. Is there really any point for us taking such a roundabout method here? But this is what that man, the commander, ordered. His existence is something that will be a beacon for all of Neozeon. Are you intending to abandon Lady Minerva? I'm certain that you know, oh my lady, which one of them is more fit for this age. Choose the right person for the right time, Even if it has been only half a year, it is true that she's disappeared from the UCW. Besides, I desire him to be our leader as well. Suppose we'll see. How is it just me? After all, that person informed to all of us space noids. I'm certain that the commander's existence will be completely necessary for the age ahead. I understand that already. So that's exactly why I've been standing in the spotlight here in order to draw attention. Thank you very much for your work. All that's left is to wait for the Federation's deliberation. Depending on how things go, we might get pretty busy here. Well then, I'll make preparations to extend branches out to the plants. Char, Even if you aren't here, this world will keep revolving. And Zeon will fulfill its role in this world by my hands. So, that's the end of the chapter.
No new units, of course.
So, we're going to go ahead and stop here. I hope you all have been enjoying this. Tomorrow, we should get the Denkuger Nova Max God, and quite possibly the Scope Dog and Arbalest. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this, and we'll just go ahead and say goodbye. Until tomorrow.
See you.